Hey y'all, so I was just coming to do a quick little video about something that one of my homeboys sent me. He wanted me to talk about his situation. So basically what's going on in his situation is he's been with this young lady for 2.5 years. They do live together, and recently her birthday passed. She turned 30. So he got her and her family and all of her friends, got them together, took them out. They went to a nice restaurant or whatnot. Everything was going good. So he gets up and goes to the restroom. When he goes to the restroom, he hears people cheering. He didn't know what was going on, so he turned around, and what he sees is that this man is proposing to a lady. Now, this is another like random couple in the restaurant that just so happened to be there. So everybody's like cheering. Of course, the girl said yes and all this and that. So the next thing he knows, his girlfriend just bursts into tears and like runs into the bathroom, and her friends and her family follow her like what's wrong and stuff. So come to find out, she's bursting into tears crying because she's disappointed because she thought that he was going to propose to her that night. But he wasn't planning on proposing to her. He was just getting them together because, it was her birthday. So he was getting her family together. But I guess she assumed, okay, he got my family, my friends together. We've been together going on 3 years. So she just kind of thought that that night was going to be the night. And she was real upset. So the next day she goes on vacation, like with her friends or her family or whatever. They go on vacation. He didn't go with them. And so he's like calling her and texting her, and she just really doesn't want to talk. Like, just, kind of just didn't want to be bothered with him. She was still very upset. And not only that, but she has now given him an ultimatum that he has until September to propose. Mind you, it's almost August. So she said if he doesn't propose by September, she's going to leave. And he said that he also feels like the sister and the best friend are always like getting in their business, like boosting her head up and stuff, like just being a negative influence. So I asked him, I said, well, do you actually plan on marrying her? Like, do you plan on marrying her? And he said, yes, he does, but he's just waiting until he gets financially stable. So he just wants to know, like, is he wrong or what should he do in this situation? All right, first of all, I don't think you were wrong. I mean, I can understand why she might have it in the back of her mind that you probably might propose that night because there was a perfect setup. But again, that would be an assumption for her. So that's not your fault, if she wanted to assume things. Now, as far as the friends and family being in y'all business, y'all really need to talk about that because y'all not even married yet. So if you go into a marriage and she's still letting people control her thoughts, that's definitely going to be a downfall. Again, I try not to give too much relationship advice, but, this is the question that you sent me, so I do want feedback from other people. I do not think that you need to give in to an ultimatum because I think if you do, it'll be one of two things. Either you propose and it's going to be a shut up ring, which if you don't know what a shut up ring, that's when you give somebody a ring, or when a man gives a woman a ring, just so she can shut up for the time being, even though he knows he's not ready to marry her. Or y'all might go ahead and get married and you're not ready, and then you might possibly regret it. I mean, I can see where she's coming from. She's 30. I'm sure she probably wants to have children. So I can understand wanting to get married. As women, we don't have as much time as you guys do. You can get married at 45 and meet a 25-year-old and have some kids, but she can't do that. I mean, or if she does, it might not be the safest thing. So I mean, I can understand where she's coming from, but at the same time, you can't give somebody an ultimatum. I don't believe in those. That's just my personal opinion. But you guys, please comment on this, give your feedback. I don't know the answers to everything, but that was just my opinion. But I want to see what the rest of you all think. And have a blessed day.